Hmm.
But I also, do you have an iPhone? I can't remember.
Yep.
Cool. If you want to grab that, hit
Hmm.
your like camera button and then basically set it up to where you want it. Because basically we're going to record on your phone. And then
Oh, okay.
you're going to send me the recording afterwards. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
cool.
be a part, like I might use clips from this or something, but I won't be like featured.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
So yeah, so basically like you could set it on your computer or somewhere that, frames you nicely. And then
Yeah.
I'll ask the questions through here, but you'll just talk to the phone.
Okay, so speak to, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Um, do that.
Fill up my water while you get settled.
Okay.
Still in my workout clothes from this morning. It has been a day.
Yeah. What
Yes.
time
Yeah.
is it for you?
It's 4 p.m.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's a
Yep.
good time.
Mm-hmm.
I just want it to be a bit higher, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Have you kept in touch with your friend from Tahoe?
no.
It's okay.
That was a one night only situation.
That's a in the moment on vacay.
Yeah.
We're so
I still
fun.
follow him on Instagram, but I do not look at what he posts.
Yeah.
You know the thing where you can like if you look at the story next to someone's, you can like see, but
Hmm.
they don't see that you've seen it.
Right.
That's what I've been doing.
Yep, that's so funny. One time I was dating this guy for a very short amount of time and then he totally ghosted me. And then he was still watching all
Oh,
my stories and I'm like, no, this is so
no,
weird, like
exactly. I
it,
agree. That's happened to me as well. And it's like, what do you want?
I know. Like if you don't want to talk to me, then you're not allowed to like look at all my stuff.
Exactly. I do find it's a quite satisfying power move when they are doing that to like remove them.
Right.
So then I'm like, no, you can't see. You don't
Yeah.
get to. You
No.
lost that right.
Yeah, just a text would be great to
Yeah,
like for some
exactly.
closure. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, sorry. I think we're close.
Yeah, okay.
Um, I hadn't prepared this bit. All
Yeah,
right.
sorry, throwing you
Think,
for a loop. Okay, yeah, not really.
I think it's good.
Sometimes I stack the things under my laptop and then you can just put the phone right against like the screen
Oh, that's smart. That's a
instead
good
of
idea.
stacking your phone on top of stuff.
That's a really good idea. I did just move my all of my books, so
I
I'm
was
now.
watching you do, I was like, actually that might work, yeah. Because then it'll be a little higher up and then your phone will be like right at that level.
Oh my God, genius.
Did that work okay?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Nice.
I was just like, I don't want to have all my background stuff
Mm-hmm.
in the frame.
Whiny dog. Here we go. Here's one dog. He wanted to come in.
Oh, hello.
Let's oink.
Oink.
Yeah. She lives up to her name.
Adorable.
Yes, you do. Okay, let me
Okay,
know. You good?
I think we're good.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Do you want me to video it?
I do.
Okay.
And then up and down like this,
Up and
not
down.
sideways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, so complicated, I know. Thank you.
That's a good.
And hopefully it'll work to send it over. Sometimes it's like
Mhm.
it works in text, sometimes we have to do another route. But anyway.
Okay.
Okay, let me know when you're recording and I will just ask questions.
I am recording. I might turn off my face on the Zoom
I
because
can do.
it's. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that. I just meant I'll just hide myself.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Um,
that can be maybe distracting. So,
no, no, that's no, it's nice to. I don't even remember how to do that. Isn't there like a hide? Oh yeah, hide self view. Okay, great. Okay, great.
okay, cool. All right. What's
Right.
your name? Where do you live? And where do you like to ski or snowboard?
My name is Noah. I am from Melbourne, Australia, and typically I like to ski in Australia or Japan. And I just recently had my first season in the US.
Woohoo. And how do you spend your time in your days?
So I recently graduated from university, from college, where I was studying chemistry. And now I am teaching chemistry at uni and also working in book publishing.
So cool. And then moving kind of to the retreat company, how did you find it? And
Mhm.
what made you think, oh yeah, I'd like to do that?
So I Okay. So I had an icon pass for the season and I knew I wanted to go to the US, but I didn't have any connections there and thought it'd be good to join the like icon pass Facebook group. So I did that and then I saw Charlotte's post about the retreat and just thought that's perfect. Like I want to meet other ladies who ski and like be in a just lovely space with other people that want to be out on the slopes. So I thought that was a really great way to explore.
Yeah, for sure. I'm thinking about like coming really far from really far away and like feeling like maybe it's extra nice to have a more compassionate or safe or comfortable feeling situation to get into. I don't know if that was a factor or not, but I think it would be for me.
Yeah, definitely. It was sort of my first solo trip abroad, and I wanted to sort of have a balance of um, what's the word? Um, a balance of like that solo traveling and just like exploring and having a bit of spontaneity as well as like a few points where I could just know that I'd be looked after and not have to worry about meeting people or my food or like where I was staying. So it was a really lovely thing to have like in the middle of my trip of just like, okay, that I just have to get to there and then I'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. One second, my dog's barking now.
Okay, all good.
Wait, Brady, Brady, come. Brady, come. Brady, come. Brady, Brady, come. Jeez, kids, sorry. I think she was barking at a bear because she was really barking.
Oh,
Yeah, anyway.
oh, good. Cute.
Um, I was thinking about asking you about kind of like where you were in life too when you discovered the retreat, and did it have a factor in wanting to come, on an experience?
Hmm. Yeah. Um, just thinking about it. Um, yeah, I'd say, well, hmm, I'll just repeat a bit, but that's okay. Um, yeah, so I think like because this was my first solo trip abroad, I was really um keen to wait, I'm gonna start again. Wait, where was I in my life?
Yeah, I guess when I think about your journey, it's like had graduated and you had a bit of a break before
Yeah,
like diving into your career. And so
yeah.
it's like this transition period, in your life and like
Mm.
usually opens up for a good opportunity for solo travel or just like doing something crazy or I don't know.
Yeah, okay. Yep, that makes sense. In terms of the scope. Yeah, okay. So I just graduated, finished my studies in December and then was looking to go on a trip um in sort of February for some snow chasing. And it um yeah, it seemed like a really good time to just go on sort of an extended trip while I had a bit of a break between studies and my next steps in my career. And yeah.
Yeah. Had you ever done a solo trip before?
I've been I've traveled a bit like on not really actually. I've been on a few trips like with friends and then had like small periods that were by myself. But this was the first one that was like fly in, fly out all by myself, organize the whole trip to like yeah, just be sort of finding people along the way. Yeah.
That's cool. So kind of, yes, it was your first like major league
Yeah.
trip. That's cool. And I mean, as a woman, that just takes a different lens than I think it would otherwise.
Yeah, definitely. I was quite wary about sort of just staying in, I guess, the typical like hostels and that sort of thing um, by myself, especially as it was this sort of first experience. Just like I didn't know what I didn't know about like safety and that sort of thing. And so while I still wanted to sort of step out of my comfort zone and go and experience those things, I also wanted to feel that there were elements that were just really safe. And I definitely felt that with the retreat. Like when I was feeling a bit worried about my trip, like before I left, I was like, oh no, but that bit will be good. So like I don't need to worry.
That's good. On the
Mm.
flip side, did you have any like hesitations about coming, and did it shift at all once you got there?
Um, I don't think so. I think it was pretty much like above, like at and above my expectations. Like, I was hoping to meet some great people, and go skiing with them. And that's exactly what we did. I think the bit that sort of caught me by surprise was, um, just like the sense that I really was kind of in a different part of life, maybe from like most of the other participants. And I don't see that as a negative. It's just like not what I was expecting, maybe. That I I was sort of like this like new solo traveler from like the other side of the world. And there's a lot of people that were like taking a very short period of time out of their very busy lives in like careers and families and that sort of thing, and that it was like this really like special weekend in that sense. And I kind of just felt like grateful to see that. And I was like, that's another type of like women empowerment that like I'm just glad to sort of observe almost as an outsider that like, yes, I'm on my nice little holiday. But like this is really special few days for a lot of the women participating.
That's interesting. Nobody's ever really like had that perspective before, probably because, yeah, usually it is just a weekend out from their lives, like you said, instead
Mm.
of just a piece of like a big grand travel excursion, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think, it'd be cool if more women incorporated this into like a bigger, like grand solo travel situation, but I think you have to just be in a certain period of life to be able to take advantage of doing something like that. It's very rare and very special to be able to,
Mm.
yeah, I'm going to take like 3 to 4 weeks and I'm going to travel. And I think the Australians are a little bit better at doing that than maybe some other cultures.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a sense that I got that it was like seen as like very intrepid what I was doing, um, which was nice, but also like caught me by surprise a bit because I was like, oh yeah, this is like what we do. We like go and travel for weeks and weeks, and it's not super planned out because it's so far away. So it's like once you're there, you got to make the most of it. You got to like um, do everything that you want to do.
Yeah.
And that's also why I did the retreat because I was like, oh, this is like a bit of a like luxury addition to my trip. But like I'm not gonna have a chance to do that again um, for the foreseeable future. So it was when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I gotta be there.
I love it. I'm so glad you were there. Let's talk about the retreat and the experience.
Mhm.
When you first arrived, what were you expecting the group dynamic to feel like, and how did it compare to what actually unfolded when you were there?
Um, hmm. I think I expected like to feel kind of, I guess like what do I want to say? I think I thought like that I would come across as like the quite introverted one, because that is typically like in my spaces how I do come across. I'm sort of like quiet and like held back a bit. And I think it surprised me that like everyone actually was like a little bit nervous to be there and like it took a bit of time for like us all to sort of warm up and get to know each other. And and then um yeah, I guess because I was sort of bringing that um maybe younger energy. I was not the like the quiet, less outgoing one that I had expected to be in the group.
Love
Uh,
that.
yeah.
Well, my next question was kind of like, can you remember a moment when you realized, oh, everybody's here is kind of on the same page? And I guess that's,
Hmm.
you know, kind of a good example of that. I don't know if you have another one, like, or not. That's fine, but
Um, hmm. I think just like the first night when we were like making like having dinner all together and just like chit-chatting and it just felt like, oh yeah, everyone's like even though we're coming from like different or even if we're coming with different goals, we still like ultimately the overarching theme is the same, which is wanting to connect with other people and get to know each other and like spend a few days on the snow together, which
Mhm.
was really nice.
That was nice. It's funny, the post-retreat survey that I do,
Mm,
did all the analytics on it, and
mm,
90%, 90% of everybody said that they made lasting friendships.
mm.
And like 10% like mention, oh, my skiing got better or whatever. Like it's definitely about the connection piece
Yeah,
and the friendship piece, to your point. So I think
yeah,
it's kind of interesting.
yeah, I
Um,
definitely agree.
yeah. Did the group feel different from other social environments you've been in? You've kind of alluded that a little bit, but if so, like in what ways?
Mm. Um, yeah, I mean, yes. I would say like it was nice seeing like a group of like women in their sort of I don't know, I'd say like middle careers, like early to mid to like if I'm like pre-career, it was like early to mid career and that or like fully fledged and that was just really nice to be in not in terms of like that work sense, but just like the approach to life was very different to like my general circles. And I feel like um, I got to hear a lot of perspectives about like just like ways of living and like approaches to the ideal lifestyle for different people, um, which was quite empowering just to like hear all of that. I was like, oh, it's interesting to think about. I'm gonna go and stew on that for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. And some are parents, there's definitely the different life phases on all of
Yeah,
us.
I guess that's what I meant.
Yeah. And that's one thing for a lot of women who join. They tell me, like, oh, it's really hard to find other women to do things with. My friends don't ski, my partner doesn't ski, my kids grew up and they don't want to ski with me or
Mm,
whatever. And so there's all these like things in women's lives. Like our lives are so,
yeah.
they change over time, maybe more than men, because we have
Hmm.
like phases. And so it makes it harder and harder sometimes to find that connection. But anyway.
Yes, and I do think there continues to be quite a bit of stigma around like women skiing and even just like women taking an extended period of time out of their lives to go and do something fun and for themselves. And it's like, I don't know, it was like, it's such a small period of time, like 3 days. But it obviously had such a huge impact. Um, like for everyone, but also for me. Like it was just, yeah, it was a really nice, it felt very full, I guess.
Yeah. Was you did mention one surprise. Was there anything else kind of just about the experience as a whole that surprised you? Could it be like,
How good the food was. The food was so good. Tiffany is amazing. I also just loved how she was like a part of the group. Like, even though she didn't come skiing with us, she was like out and about and like I enjoyed getting to know her. Um, and yes, I felt very nourished, which was great. Um, I don't know if other things surprised me. I'm trying to like recall.
yeah, what did we do? We had Shayna come. We had the racy suits.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Crazy. The walk off.
I wasn't ready for that.
Night one, we go deep, right?
I know, exactly. Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome. They were fun. Uh,
hmm
yeah.
Well, and you were the spirit animal reader.
That was a surprise. I will say that was also off-brand for me. But it was a lot of fun. I feel like, yeah, that was really cool. Just like I'm
Yeah.
the cheater. So,
Uh-huh. Such a good one.
and
I
I
was
have I have my hat. Everyone loves this hat in Australia. It is Australia approved. Everyone's like,
okay.
that's a really cool hat. Where did you get it? And I'm like, on my ski retreat in America.
You'll have to go to get one.
Yeah. And they're like, okay.
I love that. Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
too. It's a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, you've mentioned a couple times that like this retreat felt off-brand for you, but in like a positive way. And I'm wondering like how and why that happened. And like, yeah, I guess how and why that was able to happen, you know?
Mm. I think it was like not to go super deep or anything, but I think I've thought a lot about like how when I'm in new spaces, I can choose to present um sort of my as I usually am, which is like pretty quiet and reserved, or another way. Um, but even though I've thought about that quite a lot, typically like I don't really feel comfortable to present more confidently. I don't feel um like that's an easy thing for me to do to take up more space. And I think on the retreat, it just felt very natural that I could be a little bit louder, a little bit funnier, a little bit more silly. Like, um, and that was quite liberating to just be amongst people that, yeah, I felt like I could just be my full self in that way.
Love that. I like the deepness around here. And I think
Yeah.
that's so poignant and true. Do you feel like it's just like the normal environments you're in are just have a certain vibe to them, and that's why you don't feel the same way? Or like, why do you feel like what environments,
Mm,
are you normally in? Is it like, not to put words in your mouth, but is it like male dominated environments? Is it like
mm,
really big groups, or usually you're in high pressure situations, or like, you know,
yeah. I think one element is definitely that it's just like um such a departure from my normal life. Like it's just this beautiful little weekend. It's like a whole world in itself. Um, but I don't think that's the main part actually, because like I'm just thinking about other elements of my trip and like they were all like sectioned like that.
Mhm.
But like that's not I didn't have the same experience. And yeah, I'd say it was about like who I was around more so. Um, yeah, and not just like all women, but like women that are really there to make connections with other people. Um, and like that was really the goal was to have fun and create a space together that was really warm and welcoming. I think like going in with that intention that like everyone seemed to have that collective intention um, really contributed to that feeling of like warmth and just like comfort, being comfy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely something we're going for. So I'm glad that you felt that way. Do you
Also the
think,
glitter. I just remembered that. Also the glitter, that helped a lot. I was like, wow, we're a crew, we have glitter, we're sparkly. So many people complimented everyone on it. Like more glitter.
truly,
That'd be my feedback.
great, I can take that. Just full body glitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess you kind of answered this question, but do you feel like, I guess the answer is no, really, but do you feel like you would have had the same experience if you stayed closer to home, or was there something about going somewhere completely different that made a difference?
I think being far from home, like the difference was not the distance per se, but just like the the culture. Um, and not that like it is like super different between Australia and the US. But I think just like having a sense of being elsewhere, um, and like I felt like I was somewhat novel, which is kind of like fun, because I don't usually feel like that. And it was like it was cool to just be like, oh yeah, like this is my world and people are interested in learning about it. And like it's exciting and that was really nice and I was interested to learn um about other people's worlds. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Looking back on the experience, what's just your overall takeaway or feelings and thoughts about like the fact that you committed to that, you had the experience that you had, and how you feel
Mm.
about it afterwards?
Um, really good. Yeah, I just had a great time. I loved who I met. I loved the experience. I think it's definitely like a highlight of my trip. Um, it was just this like lovely like middle bit that was I could relax a bit and just enjoy the company I was in. And if if I was in the US again, I would definitely do it again.
Awesome.
Once I fly over
I know, right?
for
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah, it's a lot. I know. So I guess did the experience prove you anything to yourself or about yourself? And then did it shape anything about what you believe is possible for yourself?
Hmm. Um, I feel like it strengthened the sense that um I can like make strong connections with people over a very short period of time. Um, and just like feel that sort of closeness and warmth after just like a few days, um, which was very lovely. Um, yeah, I'd say that's the main thing.
I love it. Are you okay with some rapid fire questions?
Yeah,
Okay. What's one word you'd use to describe the ski retreat?
fun.
What would you tell someone who's thinking about joining a retreat with us?
You should go.
What's your ski alter ego name?
Oh, um, 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 sparkly snowflake.
What would you tell your group chat about this trip?
They should go.
If this trip were a movie, what would it be called?
Sparkly snowflakes.
A group of them.
Yeah.
What was your spirit animal?
Cheetah.
And are you living your cheetah life or have things changed?
Oh, yes, I am I'm living my cheetah life. I am close to the sun and I continue to be too close to the sun.
Not a bad thing.
Mm.
Any other thoughts, feelings, sharing?
Um, I liked the craft elements, arts and crafts,
Hmm.
always brings people together.
Hmm. I think you made a friendship bracelet or two.
I did, yes, I have that nearby as well. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was great.
Yep, I love it. What's like the most Aussie way you can talk about this retreat?
Um, I'd say it slaps. I'd say go for it.
And you'd shorten everybody's name.
Oh yeah, we did shorten everyone's name.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um,
Maz, Taz, Shaz, Kaz, Taz.
exactly. Yes. Shaz, Kaz, Ames. Yeah.
Yep. Had some good names.
My name unfortunately does not shorten like that so well, but that's
Uh,
okay.
Nods.
People call me Noz, but it's not the same ring to it. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Names.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I have any other Australian terms to contribute. Um, I don't.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
So you can stop your
okay.
recording. Hopefully it recorded that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Great. You can try and text it to me.
Yep.
Usually it just takes a while to upload. It says, oh, you have to do iCloud, etc. And then it kind of goes in
Right. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
spinning wheel for a while. I will let you know if for some reason it doesn't come through, and then we can try like a file transfer situation.
Yep. Cool.
Um, and yeah, I'm really glad that I got to hear your perspective. Thank you for sharing and for all the like
Uh,
helpful deep cuts. I think that that's like the
yeah.
real stuff that people relate to.
Mm.
Yeah, oh, my plan is to share this on social media and our website.
Okay. Cool. Like
Yep.
bits.
Yeah, it'll be like edited and
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Cool.
And then I'll probably pull out quotes here and there to use here and there for things, maybe a carousel or I don't know. But
Yeah.
those are like the
Cool.
spaces. And yeah, no, I'm just glad that I got to meet you. Glad that
Yeah.
you came on the trip.
It was so, so good. I
Yeah,
keep having FOMO when I see all the launches for like the summer ones. I'm like, oh, I want
yeah,
to go.
I know.
Um, it
Yeah,
looks really great.
thank you. It should be great, but maybe at some point in the future.
That'd be nice.
I don't want to get cut off. I have less than a minute here
Yeah.
on my free Zoom, but I just want to say thank you again. And I'm glad that everything's going well in life and you're settling in. And I look
Thank
forward to keeping
you.
in touch and hopefully we can keep in touch on the WhatsApp, the group WhatsApp
Yeah, for
too.
sure.
But
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
great.
Thanks. All right. Bye.
Bye.